feel like you guys are gonna love this vlog, but before the vlog gets started, I just wanna thank Italio Jewelry for sponsoring today's video. They sent me some jewelry pieces that I could wear in Mexico, and it really amped up my little vibe for my birthday. These are the cases that they came in, the jewelry. Initially, it came in like a gift box like this, which made a lot of sense if you want to like give it as a gift to someone. So that was really cute. I did throw that box out because I throw like everything in the garbage, but these I'm definitely keeping because listen, they're really sturdy, really sturdy. I traveled with these, put them in my suitcase, and the jewelry was fine. This is the ring that they sent me. It's beautiful. It's made out of sterling silver and sapphire, like the little stones are sapphire. It looks beautiful on my finger. So this is a video of the ring on my finger. It was gorgeous. It fit perfectly. They have so many sizes. Of course, you have to measure your finger and everything like that, but this was great. I love this ring. They also sent me a necklace. It looks like this. I will show you it in a video. This is what it looks like on my neck. It's beautiful. The shine is like perfect. Honestly, these pieces look like real diamonds. So if you're looking for a gift for someone for like an anniversary, a birthday, Valentine's Day, anything like that, definitely look up Italio Jewelry. I will put the link to Italio Jewelry in the description box, so if you do want to shop their jewelry, you can do that. I love that their jewelry is custom made. They have free shipping. They have a 60-day return policy, and they also have a 1-year warranty on all of your jewelry. So like, I feel like you can't go wrong with that. So I'll put the link to Italio Jewelry in the description box if you want to check them out, because I love them and you might too. But anyways, let's get back to the vlog.
So I am not a gatekeeper, okay? I'm going to tell you guys all the information on how I booked this trip, including the flights, hotel, and everything. So get ready. We do have a Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card, and this card basically is our everyday card that we use for gas, groceries, like our everyday needs, and you start to accrue up points, which are SkyMiles that you can use to fly. This card does have an annual fee, but I feel like the fees don't outweigh the benefits that you get with this specific card. We do have other airline cards as well, but this one in specific I feel like is the best. So what I do to go to book a flight is I go to delta.com and I go ahead and book as if I were booking a regular flight through Delta. So I put in what airport, you know, I'm leaving from and which one I'm going to. I put in how many passengers, it was 4 of us, and then I click shop with miles because I'm using my miles, I'm not using money. Then it gives me options for dates, and as you can see, it says I would have to use 54,000 of my miles plus the taxes you have to pay, so it would only be $99 plus 54,000 miles. For the dates that we went, I believe our flights were 35,000 miles plus $99, so we only paid $300 for all of us to go to Cancun. And then it shows you like the flight options and everything and what times you want to go. So yeah, that's that. So for the hotel, what I did was I went to hotels.com. It was the cheapest place to get like book the hotel I wanted to stay at. I typed in Xcaret, that's the hotel name. I typed that in there and then I put in the dates, and then it brought up the price per night. The price varies based on when you're going. Ours was a little bit cheaper, but with taxes and everything added on, it does get a little pricey, okay? We only stayed for 3 nights, but it is an all-inclusive fun resort, so I feel like it was worth it. So we flew to Cancun on my birthday. The flight attendants on this flight was really nice. This is Tijan. He wanted to say what's up to the vlog because he saw me recording. Don't mind the lighting. It got a little funky because of the lighting that was on the airplane at the time. But this was our first trip out of the country, and this was Gary's first flight ever. So it was really exciting, and he wasn't nervous at all. I actually was more nervous for him. The kids were good on both flights. We had a layover in Atlanta, and then we headed to Cancun. On the flight from Atlanta to Cancun, we did have to fill out a customs form that the flight attendants give you on the plane. It was very simple. And when we finally got to Cancun, we did have to wait in the customs line. Like, look, this is the customs line. It honestly only took 35 minutes. I specifically timed it on my phone, so it looks a little bit worse than it was because the customs agents were really fast. Then we had to wait for our bus, and this is what it looks like outside the airport. It's very hectic and everyone's asking you if you need a taxi. We did not need one because the hotel offers a shuttle. All we had to do was look for the people in the pink shirts and they directed us to where the bus would pick us up at. I'm pretty sure the buses come every 15 to 20 minutes.
We're on the bus right now. It takes like an hour to get to the hotel, so we're on our way. I'm really hungry. I didn't eat at all today. It's like 2 o'clock. Leela's getting restless. I know. And my mom was on a different flight, but she met up with us, so we're on our way.
So the bus ride to the hotel was pretty smooth. There was really not much to see. They had like regular stores along the strip to the hotel, and then there were a whole bunch of trees. But it was pretty basic, pretty normal. We actually took a nap because it took us about an hour to get to the hotel. So this is how the hotel entrance looks. It's so beautiful. When you walk in, people do greet you. Like the hotel staff greets you with some popsicles. They're really nice and friendly. So when you go to check in, they will give you your all-inclusive fun wristband, and this opens your door to the hotel as well as gives you access to the parks for free, and it gives you access to all the restaurants. The hotel rooms were really, really nice. Everything worked well. Everything was clean, and I loved how it was set up. I loved the shower. I loved the bathroom. It had a rainfall shower as well as a regular shower. A hotel employee actually walked us to our room, which was nice because it was a little confusing figuring out where our room was at first, but he explained everything to us when we got inside the room. This was a cool little feature that they had in the bathroom part where you could kind of see people in the bathroom, which was kind of weird, but it was cool at the same time. We definitely needed a room with 2 beds because there was 4 of us, and it also had like a desk in there, a dinner table with some chairs, and I loved like the outside area, towards the outside area with the couch and the hammock. And then we got a stocked fridge every single day. It came with drinks and they refilled it every day. Like I said, the employees were really nice, and he gave us all the information about the park, gave us a map and everything. But the hotel room was nice and clean, and we had no issues. And the employee was telling us about promotions that they had going on in a membership that they also offer. This is the outside of our hotel room. It looks like downstairs someone had a poolside suite. And another plus was every single day our room was cleaned, and they came in and emptied the garbage, refilled the fridge, changed the sheets, cleaned the bathroom, and restocked everything. So that was really nice. After getting settled in our room and everything, we began to explore. We really were finding food because we were really hungry and we had been on the plane all day. The pool is so gorgeous. This is their infinity pool. It was just so pretty, and we walked past it and there was a restaurant right there by the water. It was so pretty. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it was like Tijuana or something like that. I don't know. I'm trying. But this is how it looked inside. This was a buffet style restaurant. It was mainly seafood, but it was so pretty just sitting by the water with my family, and the food was pretty decent. I feel like this restaurant wasn't one of the best ones at Xcaret, but it was one that was pretty good, and we were super hungry. So you know how food tastes different when it's, you know, when you're hungry. They had a lot of fruit at every single restaurant that we went to. They offered fruit and desserts and stuff. This one was, like I said, mainly seafood. They had fish, pasta. The kids loved the pasta. They also offered shrimp and mussels and other seafood like that. I feel like overall this meal was pretty decent. Now, since it's my birthday, I do want to beat my face a little bit. I did use this Laura Mercier like golden bronze primer that they no longer sell, which I'm really sad about. And then I sprayed my face with this Charlotte Tilbury spray. The Charlotte Tilbury spray really helps to keep my makeup on all night. It's really good. And then I'm going to use some of my Wet n Wild foundation, and I'm going to put that on with a flat brush. I'm not going to show you guys my entire beat. I forgot. Actually, my battery died and I couldn't film the rest of it, but I did add powder after all of this was said and done. But it was a pretty simple beat. So I'm just putting that foundation all over my face just to even out everything and give me like a fresh canvas, you know what I mean? This Wet n Wild foundation, do not sleep on it, okay? This is the dewy version. It's so good. And then I'm going in with the NARS matte pot primer, or not primer, I'm sorry, concealer, and I'm putting that on with a brush. This concealer is really good. Really, really good. I like how matte it looks under the eye, and I love the coverage. but I also need something liquidy under my eye to make sure that it looks nice and creamy and blended. Like, yeah, you'll see in a minute. So I'm patting that in underneath my eye and putting that also on my lid just for discoloration per usual. And then I'm putting that concealer in the center of my face as well. And as you can see, Leilani is jumping all over the place, touching all of my makeup. I'm using my Lancome concealer to go over that. Lancome concealer is really good too. And then this is the Glossier bronzer stick. And then I'm putting some Anastasia stick foundation over it just for my contour. And while that's sitting, I'm gonna blend my concealer out just a little bit more with my little concealer brush, just blending it out. I'm really rushing right now and just trying to get ready because I'm always late. Like, I'm late. I guess everybody else is waiting on me. I'm not really late. Everybody else is just early. You feel me? So I'm filling in my eyebrows. I feel like I did my eyebrows really good this day. You know how you have good eyebrow days? This was a really good eyebrow day, and I want to show you guys how I did it. So I went in with my Anastasia dip brow, and I put that underneath my eyebrow line first, if that makes sense. And then I went in and filled in my brows like I usually do, kind of made little flicks at the beginning portion of my brow and, you know, little strokes towards the end. And they came out really nice. I feel like if I take my time on my brows, they come out good. If I try to rush, it's a wrap. But they came out really good. As Gary is getting the kids ready, I'm just trying to beat my face and look cute for my birthday, okay? And I'm going in and cleaning them up with the LA Pro Concealer. And I go in with the applicator first and then go in with a brush. I have to show you guys what I've been doing with my concealer brush lately. It changes the game. It really does. It's like a whole hack. After you apply that concealer and blend it out a little bit with a flat concealer brush, I always go in with a regular like little eyeshadow fluffy brush and blend out that line because I don't want that line underneath there to be too harsh. And now I'm going in with some bronzer and just putting that underneath the concealer under my brow, if that makes sense, right there in the crease, and just kind of applying some eyeshadow without applying eyeshadow because it's bronzer and it matches my face contour and everything. So next I'm using my Anastasia Brow Freeze, I think that's what it's called, and this stuff is fire. It's the truth. It's kind of like edge tamer or edge booster, like for your edges, but I'm just putting that on my brow so that my brows stay in place and they're a little bit more, you know, perky. I went ahead and set my face with my Laura Mercier powder. I applied some lashes and my lip gloss, and that was it. So now when it came down to dinner, I booked a reservation at Xingao. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm probably butchering the name. But this was a sit-down, like hibachi style sushi restaurant. And oh my God, these strawberry daiquiris are fire. Okay, so good. I had one of those every time I ate. But their appetizers were really good. Our entrees were delicious. We had steak, we had fried rice. I literally ordered everything I felt like ordering, and we ate so much. Leilani had noodles and Leela had some of my rice. There's my mom and Leilani. We also ordered some sushi. The sushi was really good. I was kind of skeptical about eating sushi there, but they surprised me and it was so good. As you can see, Leela is in my lap as I'm eating. You know, mom duties never stop. Hey guys, we are in the hotel about to go get breakfast because we're hungry. Leilani and Leela are ready to get in the pool. Leilani's ready to get in the pool. Right, Leilani?
Yeah.
And yeah, she is.
I ate seafood yesterday.
Yeah, she ate seafood yesterday, and the seafood restaurant is by the pool. And she's like, hey, how about you guys eat seafood for breakfast today?
I want to try all the different places.
Yeah, I want to try like every restaurant we possibly can.
I don't want to eat the same place.
Yeah, I don't want to eat at the same place either. It was okay. It was like a buffet style kind of thing. Oh, let me show you guys my outfit real quick. So here's my outfit for breakfast. I don't feel like doing my edges or anything. So I'm gonna throw on a hat. And then this is my purse from last night. I'm just gonna switch everything into here. And throughout the park, you have to wear these Xcaret Mexico, what are these, like wristbands? And this gets you into your room as well as like into the parks. And they basically make sure that you're a part of the park and you get all inclusive food
drinks, everything. So I like that idea. I feel like these are a little bit bulky to be wearing sometimes, and they're a little ugly. And these shades are Desi shades. And I'm gonna throw in these earrings from Amazon. This bag I got from DSW. This bag I got from Target. I love Target for stuff like this. This hat I got from Target as well. And this top I got from a black-owned business I've seen on TikTok. I think it's called Vagabond. These pants I think I got from the Goodwill, and these shoes are from Target. This is a room below us, like a swim-up suite. The sky's pretty clear today. All right, let's go eat. So our wristband stopped working for some reason. That's a little inconvenient. Hers doesn't work?
No.
Yeah, so we have to go to the front desk to get new wristbands. We have this double shoulder for the girls because they both get tired of walking around. And it's just easier to push them around.
So as we were walking around trying to find out a breakfast place to eat, we were kind of just touching the water, seeing how the water felt. It was kind of cool, but it was okay. And then just the scenery of everything is so nice. This hotel is so big. There's like a ton of little private hideaway beaches here that make everything so cool. The employees were really, really nice. The hotel staff were super nice. This guy was explaining to me when to come, like when was the best time to come, and he actually showed us where El Mercado was because we had no idea. I feel like this was one of the coolest places we ate at, and we ate here every single day for breakfast because they had so many different options and it was just so nice. So when you walk in, you'll see different stations of like different kinds of foods. These foods are prepared like fresh right in front of you. So if you're super hungry for breakfast, I would just order room service because it is a little bit faster. I feel like their daiquiris everywhere were so delicious. It's something about their margarita and daiquiri mix that make their drinks fire. I loved how this was indoors and they made it feel like a real Mexican market. It literally was. Most of the people that were cooking the food are bilingual, so you can speak to them in English. Sometimes they don't understand and you can get another employee to translate for you, but it was really easy. I didn't have an issue like with the language barrier at all. They had beans and rice. They had chorizo with eggs, which is really good. I make that at home all the time. And then they also have like fruit. They have a lot of rice and beans. They have I don't know if they tostadas or what, empanadas. I don't know. It's something with tortillas, okay? And then they also had guacamole. This lady made me an omelet every morning, okay? And she was really good. They have a couple of omelet stations, but this lady was fire. And then they also have like juicing stations, smoothie stations. The fruit was so good. Everything was so good here. That's why I went every single morning for breakfast. And the kids loved the pancakes and the waffles and everything. The scenery in this Mercado place, beautiful. Like everything was thought out and it was just gorgeous. And when I tell you guys I was obsessed with these strawberry daiquiris, oh my God. They were just so good. The kids wanted to play in the pool and kind of just touch the water for the first time and everything. Leilani was like harassing us to get in the pool. So we took Leilani and Leela to the pool for the first time and they really loved it. This day it was pretty warm and they really just played and splashed in the water for a second before we got ready to go somewhere else. Breakfast was really good. I feel like I want to go there again tomorrow, because it was literally that good and I feel like we didn't even get to try everything at the breakfast spot. So this mask is all on my earring. This hotel is so pretty.
Walk until you can walk. See how far you can walk.
So we're in the hotel room. We're getting ready to go to the Xcaret park. We have to figure out how to get there. I'm pretty sure there's a bus, but we are gonna put on our like little scuba gear. I got these off Amazon because we wanted something that was kind of warm because we're gonna be in water all day. And also a lot of other people in vlogs said that we should wear these because what do they say? You get like rashes, right? Because you're in the water for so long.
Oh yeah, because if you're wearing a life jacket, it rubs.
It rubs like against you. And they also said to bring water shoes. We both have water shoes. The girls have water shoes too. I literally got everything from Amazon because I needed it to come fast.
So these pink buses run every 15 minutes. They come and pick you up from the hotel and they take you right to the park that you want to go to. They are serious about sanitizing your hands and COVID safety and everything, which I really liked. Once we got on the bus, Xcaret was the first stop, so we didn't have to wait that long. It probably took like less than 10 minutes to get there. So the first thing that we wanted to do when we got there was do the river swim, and I feel like this is a good first activity to do because it takes you across the entire park. It was so beautiful in there. You literally can jump right into the water and start swimming. I feel like Leilani had a good time because she had on a life jacket, so she could just float. Everyone obviously had on life jackets, but for her, since she's so little, it was just really easy to just let her float along the river. As you can see, all the natural rocks and like the cave and the water is so pretty. Just everything was so gorgeous. The water was a little cold at first when we were getting in it, so we were kind of tiptoeing into the water, but they do have ropes on the side, so if you don't want to fully submerge your body in, you don't have to. But I mean, eventually, of course, it makes sense to do so. But it was really fun just kind of scaling the wall, and then eventually we got comfortable enough to just kind of start swimming and floating along the river. Honestly, this experience was a life moment that I will never forget, just because it was so nice and Leilani enjoyed herself so much, and the scenery was just so beautiful. There were actually fish and little creatures in this water, which was like, I was kind of nervous about that, but honestly you didn't feel them, you just kind of seen them as you got towards the end of the river. They do have real caves, like these are real caves that do get really dark, but it was completely bearable to where you can see that like little light does shine in. I feel like this took us about 20 minutes because we didn't do the entire river. The entire river is almost like an hour swim, so we did get out, but just looking at everything, it was just so pretty. The next place we went was the beach. It was over by the speedboats, and it was really nice. We did eat at their buffet, but I didn't really like it that much. But the beach was really, really nice, and Leilani and Leela had a lot of fun. And then we went snorkeling. They have maps all over the park, so you know where everything is, and if you ask someone, they will try to help you. But we went snorkeling as well. These snorkels were included in our hotel stay, so we didn't have to pay for anything. But snorkeling was really fun. We saw a lot of little creatures under the water. I did want to show you guys how the bathrooms were set up because they were really cool. I found them really interesting. So this was the bathroom sink, and like, look at how cool it looks. Like, I was like, just everything at the parks were so well thought out and just so unique. We also saw a lot of iguanas. We saw a lot of lemurs. We saw a lot of animals and it was just really interesting and something I've never experienced before. And literally the beaches were so pretty. Like, I can't even describe it. It was just so gorgeous. So when we got back from the park, we went to dinner at Las Cuevas, and this is a cave restaurant. It's buffet style, and they do come around with different meats at each table. So that was really cool as well. I wish I got footage of that, but I think it disappeared. But the scenery here was beautiful. The desserts were fire. The creme brulee is definitely a must try. The salmon tartare was really good. And of course, I had to have my strawberry daiquiri. Fire. Today is day 3 and we're just waking up. Gary is washing our wetsuits because we are gonna go to XPLOR today. It is raining. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's definitely raining outside. That is not gonna kill our vibe because we are still going to XPLOR today, like the park XPLOR. A lot of people said, I'm in this little group on Facebook for the hotel, and a lot of people said you should still go to XPLOR when it's raining. I feel like because of the park itself, it's XPLOR, so there's like ATVs, zip lining and stuff. I feel like it'll be a little bit more fun with the rain, and it's not like it's cold rain, so I feel like we'll be okay. Leilani is in my mom's room. She sleeps with my mom like every night, so we have to wait for them to come. We'll probably get breakfast first and then head to XPLOR. Leela's trying to turn the TV on over here. You got the remote? Give me that binky. Give mommy the binky. You don't need it. You don't need it, fat girl. So for sleeping arrangements for Leela, usually we bring like our playpen and stuff when we go somewhere. This is our first time out of the country, so we had to pack up a playpen, but we didn't want to bring the pack and play because it was too big and heavy. So I ended up looking on Amazon, as I do, and I looked up a travel playpen, and this one is so nice. Was it easy to put together, Gary? It was easy, very easy to put together, and it was very compact. It literally fit in one of our large suitcases. This cover did not come with it. This is a blackout cover for a playpen. It has 2 holes in it, one for the side that we keep open, and this one we close at night. She usually falls asleep in here, and then she gets in the bed with me after she wakes up, like a couple hours later. I love this because we can like walk around and talk and stuff. She can still hear us, of course, but she can't see the light if we have the lights on. That's my iPod. I do this at home all the time. This is my iPod, or iPad, iPad, and she watches movies on there.
We're at El Mercado again for breakfast. Say hi, Leela. Leilani, it's for Leela too.
So my sister was eating breakfast and she was a little loud, so she was eating the food so quickly and she dropped it on the floor. Then I ate with my hands because I like it, eating with my hands. Their pancakes were so delicious. I was like eating them like crazy. Daddy was drinking some tea.
Gary was actually drinking espresso, but breakfast was good per usual.
We just got back from breakfast and the wetsuits are still drying. I feel like my mom's blow dryer is a little bit better than ours. So yeah, we're gonna get ready to go now. There's Leilani's.
Yeah. Here we are on our way to Explore Park. The pink bus came to pick us up. Comes every 10 minutes. This guy's over here explaining to us what we're supposed to do. He measured Leilani with a stick. Then we got into the amphibious vehicles. It was really bumpy. Like, I don't know if you really want. If your back hurts, don't ride this. Or if your head hurts, because Destiny probably hit her head a whole bunch of times.
Yeah, I did.
Here we are going around corners. The one guy told us to slow down one time.
The speedometer was in kilometers, and we're from the US, so we don't know the speed in kilometers. But overall, this ride was really fun. It definitely wasn't short at all. It probably took us about 20 minutes to get to the end, and they asked us in the beginning if we were beginners, like this was our first time or our second time, so I feel like this was the shorter trail. We did go through a lot of water paths as well as over a bridge, which was really cool, and Leilani really enjoyed this ride, and I would definitely do this again. I just feel like it was really bumpy in the back, so be careful if you got back problems. We did so many activities at Explore Park, and they were all really fun. It didn't even take us all day, which was really surprising. So we did the ATVs that were really fun. We also did the cave swims. They had a ton of caves, and we swam a lot of the time. But these are some of the photos from the photo booths that they have around Explore, as well as all of the other parks, and they came out really nice. Some of the photos didn't, but most of them did. We loved zip lining. That was so fun. There was like 5 or 6 zip lines in a row, and Leilani got to go by herself, and she loved it, didn't you?
Yes.
After one of the zip lines, there was a water slide, and another one actually went into the water. So when we got back from Explore, we had to do our COVID test because we were leaving the hotel the next day. So we had to have those prepared for the plane to get back into the US. The COVID tests are provided by the hotel, and they made it really easy to get it done. I feel like this lady stuck the swab up into my brain for some reason, but Leilani took it like a G, as you can see. And Gary said it didn't hurt either. But that took us about 20 minutes max. We did have to fill out some paperwork before that and show our passports, but that was it.
The test was really fast. It took like 5 minutes. We came at the end of the day. It's like almost 6:30, and they close at 6:30, so this is a good time to come. I don't know how busy it is in the morning, but you do need to do a COVID test the day before you leave. So yeah, but it was free. It was included with the stay, which is really nice. If you're American. But we have to figure out where we're gonna eat today.
So before we headed to dinner, we wanted to stop by the beach. So we did find a little private beach that was near the restaurant that we wanted to eat at. And we actually were waiting for them to open. So this was a nice opportunity to take some video and some pictures. We did have dinner at Las Playas, and this was the little cute by the beach restaurant. It was very like quaint and quiet, and a lot of people I feel like can't find this restaurant because it is kind of hidden. So if you do want to try out this restaurant, definitely ask a hotel employee if you go here, because it's not something that you would just walk past. You do have to go through some sand near some of the private beaches and everything to find it. This was probably one of the less busier restaurants that we went to. Of course I had to get my daiquiri. It was so good, but it was a really nice restaurant. This place was kind of fancy. You know, when food is small, it's a little bit fancy, but I loved that they had a seafood entree. I love oysters and like salmon and fish and shrimp and mussels and all that, so I got like 3 of those trays. And then they brought out this little appetizer. The empanadas were so good. Like those were so good. Like I would definitely go back and get those. And my mom had a tuna steak, which was okay. It was a little dry. I didn't really like it. And then she also got some soup. Leilani got this bomb pasta that was really good. I actually ordered one for myself. And Leela had some chicken, which was really good as well. The last day in Mexico. We're going around taking pictures. It's so pretty today. And I have on my little dress. I'll insert a video of what the girls and I just took, but we paid for like the photo package where you can put your wristband against a little device and it'll take a picture of you. But it's such a nice day today. So we're going back home. We don't want to leave, right, Leilani?
Yes, I don't want to leave.
We don't want to go back home. It's snowy and cloudy at home, but it's just so pretty here.
And it's so cold I can freeze.
But yeah.
My father's scared.
So I hope you guys enjoyed our little Mexico family vlog. Let me know what you want to see from us down below in the comments. I definitely want to film more family vlog style videos. I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit more about the hotel and what things we should have done, things we should have packed, and if you do want to go there, the things you should do before you go. The only hiccup we really had at the hotel was getting back to the airport from the hotel, like leaving the hotel. I didn't know that you had to make reservations for the bus going back to the airport because we didn't need to make reservations going to the hotel from the airport. I just feel like Xcaret could have been a little bit more clear when it came down to getting the transportation back to the airport, because I had no idea that you had to do that. Like I said, we didn't have to make reservations for anything else when it came to coming to the hotel, so why would we have to do it going back to the airport? You know what I mean? So if you do plan on going there, definitely make reservations for you and your family, or you and your spouse, to get back to the airport, because we didn't have any transportation back. I can say that they did help us get back to the airport. We did end up catching the bus because there was room on the bus, but if there was no room on the bus, we would have had to take a taxi. So yeah, we would have had to take a taxi. Like that just would have been.
And you ordered the taxi came, and then we're like, nah.
Yeah, we ordered the taxi came, and then we're like, never mind, because we're getting on that bus and that bus was free. Huh?
The bus wasn't even full.
Yeah, the bus wasn't even full or anything like that, but just anyways, I hope they change this all the way around, because it doesn't really make sense. Check and see if you need reservations. Like, just make reservations to the airport, because that was really confusing for us.
But
it wasn't.
Do not miss your reservations, or they will charge you.
Yes, do not. Right, do not miss your reservations, because they will charge you. Like, they almost got me on that, but you know, they didn't. So if you don't cancel your reservations for a restaurant, a pickup, a transportation, or something like that, they will charge your card on your hotel room.
Yeah, and I did cancel it.
Yeah, we did cancel it. What was that for? Was that for a dinner reservation?
It was a reservation for one of the parks.
Yeah, so like for certain parks at Xcaret, you do have to make a reservation, and we did make a reservation. I think it was to the hot place, the water park, and we didn't end up going, but Gary did cancel it online, or we emailed them, because that's really how you get in touch with people, is via email for reservations at Xcaret. And they didn't see it in time, and the hotel charged us, which was so silly. But I mean, they corrected it, and even the guy emailed me back a day later saying they would have took it off of our account. So that was no big deal, but just make sure you cancel your reservations in enough time or you will get charged, like for sure. And then also make sure you make reservations if you need them and don't miss them. What was the other thing? Oh, another thing that we forgot, this was not a con or anything like that. These are just things that we didn't know. So we forgot towels. So when we went to the Xcaret park, we did get wet because some of the activities include, you know, going in the caves and stuff like that, like you just saw. Yeah, snorkeling and stuff, and we forgot towels, which was so silly. But you can take them from the hotel and take them to the parks. Just make sure you do bring towels because that's so uncomfortable getting back on the bus all wet and icky and stuff. So definitely remember towels. Also, water shoes is a must. Like, do not go there without water shoes if you plan on going to the parks, like Xcaret, XPLOR. Remember water shoes, and you can get them on Amazon. I'll link the ones that we had on down below because they were really comfortable and they were like hiking / water shoes. So I feel like that's something that you need. The wetsuits, I feel like, kept us warm when that water was super cold. That water was cold when you first got in it. I don't know if you could tell, but it took us a while to get in the water because it was really cold. But once you got in there, you got acclimated to it and everything, it was okay. But the wetsuits, I feel like, was a great idea. And everybody that saw us was like, oh my God, the wetsuits were a really good idea.
Right.
So
the life jackets won't go, they won't like make you, they won't rub against you.
Yeah. And I feel like too, you don't need to bring life jackets. They do provide those. The kids don't need life jackets or anything like that. They provide all of that. Another thing I forgot. So I did want to bring, if you're a vlogger or something, I did want to bring a GoPro with me. But at XPLOR, you cannot use a GoPro, like have a GoPro in your hand on the zip lines, which really sucked because I really wanted to record that. So if you do bring a GoPro, make sure that you bring like the attachments for the helmet, because I forgot all of that. And I couldn't even show you guys the zip line experience. So definitely bring that. I thought they would have the attachments on the helmets like I saw in the vlogs, but they did not. Definitely bring waterproof stuff. So like if you want to use your phone to record something, definitely put it in a waterproof pouch. Buy all of that stuff before you go because it's really expensive when you get there. I think that's it. Anything else? Stay longer. Like, we would have loved to stay longer. We didn't get to do a quarter of anything. Like, a lot of the parks we didn't even get to go to. We didn't get to really even relax. Like, I feel like with this park, ideally, if it didn't cost $1 million, I would love to stay like 2 or 3 weeks to do everything and have time to like relax and enjoy everything. Yeah, it was a really good experience, and I tell like all my friends that they need to take their kids. You need to go alone. It's just so much to do. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.